taking on themselves.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
So now, following the safety to open the scoring, it's 2-0, and here's the free kick from the 20.
Go sit. No, turn set. Hey, let's go, let's go. 63, 63, 63.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left.
No, turn.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
No, turn set. Trimmer, trimmer. 73, 73. Yeti, Yeti.
And in motion is Brown. On second down, Hurts. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And third down coming up.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. John Dodson was the intended receiver there.
He was defended.
And it's going to lead to fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
On first down, it's Hurts. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Reed Blankenship had the tight coverage and comes up with the defensive play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Good, set. 180, 180. Tiger Hornet. Hey, Silver. Hey.
Hurts to throw. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley.
Complete to number 26, Saquon Barkley.
Try again. It's second and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, Hurts. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here's a third and 10. To the air again. Hurts. That is intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Here's first and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Here's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be third down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line. And it's fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A 36-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles take the rare 3-2 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Up the highest metric. The city just made a sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Man in motion is Brown.
180. Go Silver, ready? Hey!
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10.
Great, set. I know you want that.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Third down, 3 to go. The RPO, that one is complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Set. I know you want that.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Down the right sideline. And he's in! What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will open up a 6-point lead.
Eagles 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. You're going to return it from the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Touch. I know you want that. Hey, 73. Yanni. 63. Alpha. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
A first down throw for Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
180, 180. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, easy, 63, 63, back. Delta.
Hurts again. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Hey, 73, 73. Delta.
Hurts will try it again. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Delta. 60. Whatever, whatever. Delta.
Now it's Hurts. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Great, shot. 180, whatever. Yeti, Yeti. Alpha. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Delta.
Now Hurts. Escaping to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
180, whatever. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Delta. 180, whatever. Hey, easy, 60. Hey, crowd left Yeti. Delta.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Great, set. Anyone, huh? Hey!
Man in motion is Brown.
Delta!
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO.
Hey, let's go.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Trimmer. Silver, set.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Wow, this from an even 70 yards away. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time.
Check the kicker, guys. Give him some time. Talk about a chip shot. Make us happy. Get these 3 points.
Let's get this point.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Great, set. Hey, on anyone else? Carla, yeah. Hey, Michael Horner. Delta.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
It leads to 2nd and
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Go Silver, ready? Delta, set. On anyone else? 63, 63. No touch.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Very set. On anyone up. Hey, easy. 63, 63, bad. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, 73, 73.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Crowd left Yeti. No touch that. Trimmer.
They bring a tight end in motion left.
No touch.
On play action, here's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 9-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Very set. On anyone. No touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. His tight end, Goddard. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A big play after being backed up. 39 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
No touch.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. This one intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Hey! No touch that. On anyone else. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. No touch that.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Back at the 35-yard line.
73. Crowd left Yeti. Very set. Hey. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. 73. 73. No touch.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And And he's into the end zone.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles have taken the lead by a point here in the third. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Great, set.
Hurts to the air on first down. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Silver, set. Hey, easy, 63, back. Alpha. Delta.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
It's a turnover on down.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
Great, set. Whatever you want. Crowd left, Yeti. Hey. Crowd left, Yeti. Going silver, ready? Hey, easy, 63, back. Delta.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. Now Hurts. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards.
Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Delta, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, 73. Delta.
Hurts now. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
4 yards.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
Great, set. Right here, what up? Get it. 73. Hey, easy, 63, back. Michael Horner. Delta.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Go Silver, ready? Hey! Crowd left Yeti. Delta.
On third down, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he'll take it on in.
Touchdown.
I think that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Eagles 17. Eagles 9. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Delta. Crowd, trimmer. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
That's Goddard in motion.
Delta.
A first down throw for Hurts. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Anyone hit? Crowd left Yeti. 63. Delta.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Miami. Great. Set. Hey, Silver. Yanni. 73.
To throw is Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jalen Carter in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Set.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Set. Crowd left Yanni. Go Silver, ready? Crowd left Yanni. Hey, 73. Tiger Hornet. Delta.
Hurts. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. They send Britton Covey back deep. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Every day come cool and shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state. The worries daily. But if I link my keys, it goes away. I'm honeymoon. I got it fine with all the baby. Jet.
This is first and 10.
Great. Set.
They'll drop to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up second down. To throw, Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Big play in the game right here. It's third down.
Great, set. Everyone up.
Man in motion is Brown.
No time.
A run with Barkley. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
36-yard line. An 8-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. There. Hey, Silver.
Man in motion is Brown.
No time.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.